Thank you. You know that you're not paid to work hard. In fact, you're not actually paid for effort at all. You're paid for results. It's not about what you do, it's about what you get done. Okay, pop quiz. I want every one of you right now just to imagine, just think about, just picture in your mind's eye the most successful person you can think of. Maybe it's somebody you know, work with, live with, seen on TV. Somebody who when you look at them you think, man, they are getting it done. They are effective, they are efficient, they are productive. Everybody think of that successful person. Ready? Now you have 30 seconds. I want everyone to look at the people at your table, and I want you to share with your table who you came up with and why. Go. Okay, time, very nice. I heard some good answers. I was trying to eavesdrop a little bit. I did. I heard things like Oprah. I heard the president. Somebody said their mom. Oh, tear. That's beautiful. All right, here's the second part of this question then. You have another 30 seconds. I want you all to look back at the people at your table, and I want you to tell the people at your table how many hours in a day that successful person has to get it all done. Go. How does that work? Did y'all say 24? That can't be right. That's all I get too. How many y'all get? 24? How are they getting it all done? Maybe they negotiated for 26. Is that possible? I don't understand it. How can they get the same amount of time in the day and yet they seem to get so much more done? It's not about what we do. It's about what we get done. Okay, here's your second pop quiz. Y'all ready? Now I want you to think about what is your least favorite, hate to do it, makes you cringe, want to roll your eyes when you have to start it, least favorite task, project, or assignment that you are responsible for. All right, you got another 30 seconds. Tell your table your least favorite task, project, or assignment. I am feeling some hate. Oh, the loathing. Oh, the drama. All right, I better call time. I think every one of you, that was really sad. I could see the pain in your eyes when you were talking about it. So I think every one of you just needs to look at the people at your table and just say, oh, you've got it bad. A little love for the table. Ooh, you got it bad, right? All right, here's the second part of that one then. Now I want you to look at those people at your table and I want you to share with them what is the longest amount of time you have been able to successfully procrastinate that task. That is the essence of time management. It's about getting it done. I'm not here to talk to you about finding a way to be busier, because busy does not equal results. Results equals results. And if we're going to be able to get those things done, even if we don't want to do them, so that we find results, then I think we have to have a foundation in time management. There are 3 key things that I think we need to remember. First of all, and I'd be willing to bet most of you have heard something similar to this, I'm a big believer, my definition of time management is not about getting it all done, it's about doing the right things in the right order. It's not about getting it all done. We've all figured out that, haven't we? Is anybody getting it all done? That's like the greatest myth in time management. But we beat ourselves up, don't we? We feel pretty bad about that. We're pretty hard on ourselves. Y'all know that's true. You have that little conversation in your head. You tell yourself, oh, I'm so bad at it. I can't get it all done. And then we look out, we'll find the person we think's getting it all done. Look, she's getting it all done. She's not getting it done either, just so you know. I think we convince ourselves, though. Isn't that what happens? You tell yourself over and over, I can't help it. I just can't get it done. I just can't get it done. The more you tell yourself you just can't get it done, what happens? You can't get it done. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, doesn't it? And I don't know about y'all, but I find the more we convince ourselves that it's true, then we have to justify and defend why it is so. Then the conversation becomes, I don't know, I'm so bad, I just can't get it all done. I've never been able to get it all done, I can't help it. You know, my mama couldn't get it done either. Like it's genetic. You know, time management, organizational skills are not genetic. I promise you they are learned skills. It's not about getting it all done, it's about getting the right things done. I always find the easiest way to think about how we use our time is to use the old example, time is money. Because that works, doesn't it? Because we all see money as valuable, don't we? Come on. You all see money as valuable. Think about it. If you were walking down the street and a $20 bill fell out of your pocket, most of you would probably not look at it and say, oh, geez, 20 bucks. Oh, I just don't feel like bending over. And keep walking, would you? Because I want to walk behind you if you do. I think most of us would overreact, wouldn't we? Y'all would step on it. You'd be like, back off, Jack. That's my 20. Because we see money as valuable. And because we see money as valuable, we invest our money. That's the same exact principle with time. If you invest your time, why would you want to invest your time in something that didn't give you a good return on investment? So I take the money thing a whole step further, and I actually think no matter what your job is, no matter what industry you're in, we all have high dollar activities. Those are the things that are a good return on investment of your time, right? Those are the things that give you lots of results. Those are high dollar activities. We all also have low dollar activities, don't we? Now, just because something's low dollar doesn't mean we don't do it. But one of the single biggest mistakes in time management is you can't spend your whole day doing it. And that is what task management is all about. You have to be able to do even the things you don't like to do, even the things that may be low dollar. We have to figure out how to get it all in. And would you all agree that just basically goes down to task management? We have to have a way to manage our tasks. And would you all agree that means a to-do list? Yeah, to-do lists mess people up. That's what I find. Some of y'all do to-do lists, right? Some of you are committed to it. Some of y'all do like 32 to-do lists, don't you? You got them all piled and stacked and taped, bound and rebound. Some of you don't do to-do lists at all, do you? You're like, that does not work for me. I have tried it and it does not work. Some of y'all do lists, but they do not work for you either. Right? You say, I don't know why I bother to write it down. It doesn't seem to help. But it is about task management. Now, before we can really give you some hardcore, take them with you and apply them, tips for better task management, how do we manage a to-do list, I need to know where you currently are. So I need to come up with a couple little red flags for you here. Some things for you to think about so that we know, are you doing, whatever you're doing, is it working for you? So my first question, show of hands, just go ahead and raise your hand. How many of y'all do a to-do list? Like you're pretty committed to it, you do it, you think you need to. Not bad. It looks like just over half of you. Okay, those of you that just raised your hand, here's your assignment. Right now, for just a second, I need you to think about your to-do list from yesterday. What was on it? How many things? Did you get to it? Okay, well, y'all are thinking about that. Now, those of you that did not raise your hand, if you are not writing down your tasks, how do you remember to do them? Now, I'll tell you what I find. And I'm just giving you some things to consider, some things to think about as you decide whether or not you need to modify your task management system. The two most common answers I get when people say they do not do a to-do list is people use a to-do pile. Right? This is my to-do pile. This is right here on my desk. It's my to-do pile. Right? I'm a piler. My mama was a piler too. Now, here's my concern, just red flags with the to-do pile. First of all, they're not very prioritized, are they? You know what generally happens with a pile? It's things you put on the top, and then we pull from the top, don't we? So whatever you're working on was the last thing that was put on your pile. What if that was not the most important thing? My other concern with the to-do pile, those of you that do this is my concern. What about the things that don't have any paper attached? Think about that. If I just pop my head in your office and say, hey, I need you to do that, and you say, okay, I'm on it, right, and I walk out, there's no paper to put in your pile. How do you remember to do that one? Now, I will tell you that I find overwhelmingly people either, well, they either just do it right then, which again, not very prioritized, or y'all ever met those Post-it note people? Anybody a Post-it note crazy person? Oh, I do love some Post-it notes, I do. Post-it notes, you know, are designed to be a reminder note. Y'all know that, right? Have y'all met those Post-it note crazy people, though? You go in their office, there's Post-it notes everywhere. Oh, I've seen some crazy stuff. People have them all around their computer screen, lined up on their desk, on the wall, like this. Okay, you realize these are not a reminder note anymore? Yeah, now they're wallpaper. That's not the same. I did a time management presentation for someone one time, and she sent me these pictures afterward. She thought it was pretty funny. Apparently, they've gone viral since. She said they worked with someone who was a Post-it note crazy person. So they thought it would be really fun on his birthday to go out and take his entire car and cover it in Post-it notes. Now, I will tell you, those pictures raised some serious questions for me. I don't know what y'all are thinking right now. My first question is, somebody has way too much time on their hands. My second thought, seriously though, could you imagine if you were the person at that company responsible for ordering supplies? Wouldn't you be like, what happened to the Post-it notes? Out of Post-it notes. And if that was your car? Okay, now see, I think that at first it would be kind of funny. I mean, come on. You'd walk out the parking garage and be like, ah, oh. Because you'd have to take them off. Post-it notes are fabulous reminder notes, but they are not very good for task management. Now, the other big thing I hear, and I will tell you this is the one that startles me the most, people that do not do a to-do list, and maybe this is you, they prefer to use a mental to-do list. Are you kidding me? I don't know about y'all, but I've figured out as I've gotten older, I do not actually get to pick what I remember and what I forget. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like wasted brain space, isn't it? It's like, why do I need to know that? I remember my phone number from 3rd grade. I'm not going to call it. I wouldn't be there. But it will not go away. And I am really afraid if I actually tried to remember everything that I might succeed. I'll be 98 years old in a nursing home. I will remember my time management presentation, but not my medication. That's bad prioritizing, people. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know. I think it's true. Have y'all noticed our minds are a weird thing, aren't they? Isn't it true things float in and out of your head, don't they? It's like it's there, then it's gone. There, and then it's gone, right? It's amazing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Have you ever gone to the grocery store and you think, oh, I only need 4 things? I do not need to write a list. So the whole time you're driving to the Kroger, y'all know what it's like. You're driving to the Kroger like milk, bread, eggs, cheese, milk, bread, eggs, cheese, milk, bread, eggs, cheese. You park your car, you're walking into the store, milk, bread, eggs, cheese, milk, bread, eggs, cheese. And y'all know what happens. You get the milk, you get the bread, and you're like, oh. Oh, look, there's a sale on chicken. Right? It's like all of a sudden now, 3 bags later, you're driving home, you're like, oh, eggs and cheese. That's the problem, and that's what happens with a to-do list. When you use a mental to-do list, it's an issue. Now, those of you that do a to-do list, a quick question for you, and that is this, is that if you thought about your list from yesterday, did you have things on your list yesterday that you did not actually do? Yeah, that's pretty normal. Did anybody of you have so many things on your list yesterday that when you got into work in the morning, you kind of went into cardiac arrest? It was like, right? I can't get it all done. Right? It's stressful. Did y'all have things on your list yesterday you did not actually have to do yesterday? Here's what we need to remember for task management, because if you think about what I'm saying to you, I'm telling you to write it down, and I'm saying don't write it down. That doesn't make sense, but it does. There's 2 reasons that you write a list, isn't there? You write a list for task management, task tracking, and you write a to-do list for prioritizing. To me, that says you need 2 lists. You need a master to-do list, that's your catch-all. Everything you have to do between now and the end of time goes on your master list. And you need a focused daily to-do list, which has the things you are only going to do today. Now here's the problem. If you go back to work and you try to implement absolutely everything we talked about, is it going to work? No. I'm a big believer in one step at a time, small successes. If you do one thing different every single day, you have the power to make every one of your tomorrows better than today. What one thing can you take from today? Start with tomorrow and build on your own success. Thank you.